Most people believe their lives will change through one big moment, a sudden opportunity, a powerful connection, a miracle. But the truth is, real transformation almost never begins with something big. It begins quietly, invisibly, with something so small that most people ignore it. This is the story of a man who didn't change his life with a single dramatic decision, but with one tiny habit repeated every day. His name was Daniel. Daniel lived an ordinary life. He wasn't poor, but he wasn't successful either. He worked a regular job, paid his bills, and spent his evenings scrolling on his phone, telling himself that someday he would do more. Someday he would learn new skills. Someday he would get in shape. Someday he would feel proud of himself, but someday never came. Every night, Daniel promised himself tomorrow would be different, and every morning, he woke up exactly the same. One evening, after another long and unproductive day, Daniel sat alone in his room and felt something heavy settle inside his chest. It wasn't sadness, it was disappointment. Not in life but in himself. He didn't hate his life. He hated the fact that he wasn't becoming the person he knew he could be. That night, instead of scrolling, he picked up a notebook and wrote a simple question: what is one small thing I can do every day, no matter how tired I am? Not 10 things, not a complete life plan, just one small thing. After thinking for a while, he wrote, read 2 pages. That was it. 2 pages a day. It sounded too easy, almost pointless. But that was the point. Daniel realized that every big habit he had failed at was simply too big to survive on hard days. The next day, he read 2 pages. The day after that, 2 more. Some days, he felt motivated and read 10 pages, but on bad days, he still read 2. And something strange happened. Weeks passed, and reading no longer felt like effort. It became automatic. His mind began to change. His thinking became clearer. Ideas started forming. Encouraged, Daniel added another tiny habit: 5 minutes of walking every morning. Just 5. No gym. No intense workout. Just walking. Again, it felt too small to matter. But again, it worked. 5 minutes became 10. 10 became 20. His energy improved. His mood lifted. He slept better. Without realizing it, Daniel wasn't forcing change anymore. He was becoming someone new through small, repeated actions. Months later, his friends noticed. You changed, they said. Daniel smiled because he knew the truth. He didn't change overnight. He changed quietly, daily, almost invisibly. The real power of small habits is this: they don't rely on motivation. They rely on consistency, and consistency beats intensity every single time. A small habit doesn't scare you. It doesn't demand perfection. It doesn't wait for the perfect moment. It shows up even on bad days. 1 year later, Daniel looked back and barely recognized the man he used to be. He was healthier, more confident, more focused. He had learned new skills, built discipline, and most importantly, rebuilt trust in himself. All because of habits so small that his old self would have laughed at them. This is what most people get wrong. They wait to feel ready before starting. But readiness comes after action, not before. Your life doesn't change when you do something big once. It changes when you do something small every day. So here's the question for you. What is the smallest habit you can start today, so small that failure is almost impossible? Because that habit, repeated daily, has the power to change everything.